And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
DC family, let's welcome your Wizards youth dance team to the floor.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. The Lakers trail. Doncic looking it over. Martin with the screen for Doncic. And again, no good by the Lakers. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Right side, Butler. Young for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
Here's Young after Luka Doncic's bucket. Hayes finds Butler. Now here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Great work by Davis in the screen roll. Good at making himself a big target in these situations.
LeBron outside. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Wizards have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Arenas against Bryant. Arenas passes to Hayes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Shaq kicks to Doncic. Nice move. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Butler. Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved. And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Young's shot is off. Lakers trail by 4. Martin inside. He's covered by Arenas. James, the pass to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Money's checked in for the Lakers.
There is no question Davis is a top 10 talent in this league when healthy. But unfortunately, he's dealt with several injuries throughout the years.
Now here's Arenas. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Davis outside Arenas. Back to Davis. A 3-ball. And Gilbert Arenas good for 3. Arenas has got 5.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Now, here's Johnson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's LeBron. Last game he had 12. 13 feet away. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by James.
Assist goes to.
And it's 7 points for Kobe Bryant. Washington leading now by 3. Hayes with the screen for Arenas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 7 points in the game.
He's got all the moves. Arenas not afraid to get inside.
Doncic outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Now here's Arenas. He has 7. And Hayes kicks to Davis. Good, nice job down low. 7 points for Davis.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Bryant with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Martin. And Davis sends it back.
Oh, it's that length of AD helping his team down low.
And here is Butler on the wing. Johnson. And a wide open look for Arenas. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. And it's a 9-point Wizards lead. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Bucks.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense on that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Wizards.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's LeBron. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
On the court.
Outside, Davis. Over James. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 9 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Martin wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
The all-around game of Reeves continuing to develop. You just love that pass.
Arenas passes to Butler. That's good, and it's Arenas with the assist. Arenas has got 3 assists now in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Money, still without a basket. Bryant gets a wide open look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Pass to Davis. The Wizards working the ball around now. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Wizards. George comes in for Caron Butler. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. The kid, he's checked in for James. Bryant in the corner. Over George. And again, the Lakers, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Johnson. Right side, Davis. The shake. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Wizards lead by 9.
The muscle from Davis, so confident and powerful inside.
Martin inside. Johnson on him. Off with the layup. Loads it up for Davis. And they'll get another chance. Arenas' shot is good. And now an 11-point Wizards lead.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And he drives in. It's good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Arenas. Here's George to the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
Whoa, okay. Send a message there, big fella. AD flexing on them like they're just little bitty pretenders.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Left side, Davis. Back to Johnson. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Got a piece of it. It's Martin on the wing. Over Davis. And it's Martin missing. On the wing, Davis. There's the triple. That shot is off. Fires away from way outside. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Washington out in front. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Bryant, Austin Reeves out there with Martin. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal, and it's the kid in at the 4 slot. To the kid. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Carrington. Here's Hayes. Rebound by the kid.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Washington leading now by 11. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Carrington bounce pass. Fades away. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Back over to you, Kevin.
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Count it. Martin's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Martin against Coulibaly. Back to Hayes. Down low. Outside for George. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Outside for Kobe. From the arc. Kobe from deep.
Continuing to add to his tally with that triple. Now his third of the game.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Back to Coulibaly, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
There's the three. The kid can't hit.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's the screen. Young left side. Pass to Hayes. Now, here's George. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Unseld. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's the kid. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. George, no good. Lakers trail by 6. To the inside. It's tipped. O'Neal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Gotta stay on your feet if you're on D. Shaq has you in the air. Forget about it.
Davis is checked in for Washington. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Smart's checked in. He's off on the second. Wizards leading by 5. George passes to Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by George. Hayes has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
Reeves outside. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Money, defended by George. Los Angeles with another miss. Wizard shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Here's Davis. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Uh-oh, everything is going AD's way. He is in that zone and scoring at a terrific pace.
George up top. Back to Coulibaly. Pass to Young. Rebound the Lakers. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shaq with a screen on Young. Inside. Shaq's shot is off.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Young. Drives to the hoop. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Money. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
In transition, you can get those clear looks from 3, and he's the right guy to take them.
Davis setting the pick for Young. Pass to Davis. Davis owning the inside.
A premier player in this league, Davis with another huge night, showing why he is an NBA champion.
Here's Money. Buried from 15 feet out.
Number 11.
Money's got 5 now.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
And here's Hayes. Now Coulibaly. The shot, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
You gotta finish strong whenever you can. Reeves does not waste that opportunity.
Wizards leading by 4. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
Look at Martin sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year it seems we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
On the wing, Jordan. Pass to Unzone. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
It's on Shaq.
Hey, guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these unsailed jams. There's just so much power to his game.
Kobe's checked in for Marcus Smart. Here's the kid. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Kobe, and the Lakers tack on two more.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, he'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
And it's George finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Pass to Shaq. Now Doncic takes a three. Arenas grabs the miss. Arenas has got his fourth rebound in this one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Doncic left side. O'Neal passes to the kid. That three off the mark.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more just can't seem to find his confidence.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Wizards making a switch here. Riley's checked in. Martin's checked in for the Lakers. Pass to Riley. Kobe with the steal. O'Neal a screen on Arenas. Not as good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket for money.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Hayes is checked in for the Wizards. Butler comes in for Riley.
Substitution for your Wizards. Elvin Hayes.
So it's the Wizards now. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin.
Washington.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for Trae Young.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Arenas with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Pass to Young, intercepted. Lakers working the ball around now. In the corner, it's Arenas.
2 minutes.
Here's Davis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. What surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where
The previous play is Davis.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed. And
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Wizards basketball.
Wizards leading by 6. Outside Arenas. Well, they're passing to Arenas. From past the arc. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock. Young, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Martin. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Martin's got 6 points in the quarter.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Young. Here's Davis. Money with the rebound.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Washington's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The shot's good from Hayes.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
O'Neal is screen on Young. Martin against Young. And it's Martin missing. Washington leading now by 6. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
So it's Washington now. And here's Arenas. 12 points for him. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
Well, it's always an honor to be selected, especially if it's your first All-Star game. It's just a sign of respect.
And some newbies trying. And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Washington Wizards.
I love
That is more than enough.
Played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Gilbert Arenas is out there with Trae Young. And it's Caron Butler. Then there's Hayes. And it's Davis at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. LeBron stuffs it home.
LeBron, the old man, throwing it down. Not much anyone can do about that still.
Pass to Hayes. Back to Young. It's up a 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. James sets the screen for Bryant. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Kobe's got 19 points.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list.
Oh,
that should not be legal.
Never seen it. And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Kobe passes to Doncic. Back to Kobe. Kobe up high. Down hard.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
6 on the shot clock. Arenas, good.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Now, here is Martin. 13 points in the game. The 3. Rebound, Washington. Hayes has got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What do you want? Agility, he's got it. Height, he's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
Kobe, that's good.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And Young, here we go. And the shot goes in. Davis has got 27.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Dangerous from the perimeter. LeBron is definitely a threat from that corner.
And LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent and Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Back to you.
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Got a hand on it.
You know, some might say Hayes plays the game angry, and there was definitely something angry about his defense there. What an emphatic rejection. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Screen by O'Neal. Doncic dishes to O'Neal, and Shaq with the slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And so Young will bring it up for the Wizards. They host the Kings after this game, and they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
To the right side, and stolen by LeBron. And here's Doncic from the arc, rebounded by the Wizards. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Doncic kicks to Shaq. Doncic with it. 7 points in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for James. In his last 10 games, averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Kobe. Here's O'Neal. Rebound by the Wizards. Outside Butler. Pass to Hayes. Davis looking for an opening. Butler on the way. Clock at 4. Over Kobe. And it's Butler missing. Lakers trail by 11. Out to the right wing. Here's Money. A three-pointer off the mark. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Arenas. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed. It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Johnson is checked in for Trae Young. And the Lakers also making a switch. Money's checked in for O'Neal. Knocked loose. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's the kid, and he lays it up and in. The Kid's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And yes, it's good. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Kobe. Outside Arenas. Hayes with the screen for Arenas. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Martin's checked in for Los Angeles. And a quick look now at the NBA scoring league. Look at Martin, second in the league, having an excellent season.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Arenas a screen on Martin. Johnson kicks it over to Arenas. Davis setting the pick for Arenas. 4 on the clock. The second effort. That one, no good. Nice D by Kobe. Here's Martin. Takes it inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Trae Johnson. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Back to Arenas. Let's go. The Wizards with another miss. Lakers trail by 6. It's Martin on the wing. Lets it go. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Three-pointer, Martin, and that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. O'Neal's check in for Money. Wizards leading by 6.
On the court.
Johnson outside. Pass to Hayes. Rebound by the Kid. Los Angeles has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Got that one up quick. 14 points for Money.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those 3s coming.
Martin, he takes it in. Here's the Kid. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit 3s to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Arenas. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
The Lakers making a switch here. Lyons checked in. Lakers trail by 3. Kobe, that's for 2. It's hauled in by George. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Coulibaly, he's checked in for the Wizards. Money's checked in for the Lakers. Good on both. Here's the kid. 7 points in the game. Pass to Money. For the three. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Wizards leading by 5. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Wizards passing it around. Here's Johnson. Missed inside. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. The kid can't hit. Washington shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Pass to Hayes. Inside. And Hayes throws it down.
How about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Coulibaly. Johnson surveying the floor. Down low. Here's the kid, covered by Hayes. Pass to Johnson. To the inside, and stolen by James. Here's Money. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Wizards lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Washington leading now by 3. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Money. LeBron James is out there with the kid. And there's Money. And it's Bryant in at point guard.
And with his length and athleticism, Davis is a constant block player.
It's James atop the key. Bryant looking it over. And Kobe throws it down.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the Wizards making a change here. George is checked in. Free throw, good, Bryant. And so it's Washington with it. Davis up top. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Money's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's LeBron. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Wizards with the lead. On the wing, Coulibaly. Here's Unseld. He can't get that one to fall.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
That ties the game. Kobe's got 14 points now in the second half.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And that one drops.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Doncic is checked in for James. Young against Kobe. Lets the three fly. Young's shot is off. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a one-point game. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That one falls.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Sure. The basket good off the assist from Young.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And it's denied. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And Kobe throws it down hard.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Wizards have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Coulibaly. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Here's the kid. And the layup is good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Davis. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young taking his time here. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. The kid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here he goes. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Davis. Fires at the elbow. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use his help.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
That's right. It's your Wizard Fight Squad. That's director executive of court. That's Mason Roy. Your Wizard Fight Squad.
So for the Wizards, Hayes is checked in for Anthony Davis. Butler comes in for George. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Coulibaly. And then for Los Angeles, LeBron comes in for Money. And Martin subbed in for Luka Doncic. And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting.
Connects again from distance.
And now, for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Kobe against Butler.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
That's his only turnover on the night. His ball security has been terrific.
Wizards making a switch here. Russell's checked in.
Number 14, D'Angelo Russell.
Lakers leading by 6. Now Martin. They double him with Russell. Hayes with the steal. Arenas up top. Snatched away. And now Martin pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Martin's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Martin the pass to Bryant. LeBron sets the screen for Kobe. It's rebounded by Hayes. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. The Lakers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Outside, Kobe. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Bryant's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Russell kicks to Butler. Now here's Hayes. Not a lot of room, and there it is for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Money. And he's good on the free ball. Money's got 22.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Arenas a screen on Martin. Now here's Hayes. Here's Unseld. Outside Russell. It's stolen by Martin. Now the Lakers on the break. And taken away by Arenas. From downtown, they get it again. Pass to Hayes. Here's Unseld. Just 5 on the clock. Russell, no good. And here is James. LeBron towering in and finished off by LeBron.
With his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He wants to put the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
Now, here is Russell. Down low, it's deflected. Hayes with the screen for Russell. No good on the 3. Lakers leading by 9. James, the pass to the kid. Back to James. And finished off by LeBron.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Butler outside. Now here's Arenas. He's guarded closely. No good, and a chance to end the run right there. Takes the 3. The 3 goes down.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Here they come, DC family.
Anthony Davis is checked in for Washington. Young comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And the Lakers also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. It's a 14-point game. Butler outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
Hey, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I'm not going to lie. I am happy I never had to guard AD. This guy has it all between the length, the touch, the smarts. He's got everything.
Here's the kid. Now O'Neal. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. There's 1:59 left in the fourth. Now Davis. Launches it. And it misses. Lakers leading by 12. Here's the kid, covered by Hayes. Jacks up a 3, and down goes the 3.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kobe Bryant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
From 19, that one goes.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Makes it off the glass. Bryant's got 40 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win. And if you're going to give Bryant a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
LeBron, it's been a long road trip away from home. Aside from wins, what are you looking to accomplish?
Well, for us, I think it's great to be on the road. I mean, it's just us. You know, you kind of have like a bunker mentality when it's just you on the road. It's just us. That's it. You know, so we're far away from our home. So it's just, you know, like I said, it's all about us and how we continue to try to get better, especially with our young guys. You know, I think it's a good experience for all of them.
Growing that mentality will definitely help come playoff time. Thanks, LeBron.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now, our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.